Thank you for tuning in to 45 Bravo Air Guns. We are going to be changing a valve stem in an AEA HP SS Plus semi-auto. Already have taken the valve stem out because it was broken and I just had one rebuilt. A friend of mine rebuilt one made with Delrin and aluminum on this side. He also made me some out of Peak and Delrin also, to see which way it works. This is still using the factory original valve stem. Just a new part here, new part here. This part is recessed into here. The pin is pressed in a press, all one piece. So let's get started. Make sure your gun is degassed before you do this. On this gun, you will take a wrench and break this loose, and you'll let the air out. Just loosen it a little bit. Do not take it out all the way just yet. Once all the air is out of the gun and it's completely empty, if you wish you can dry fire it once. I'm not going to because I haven't put any air back in it since I took the valve stem out. Using a 4mm Allen wrench, you're going to loosen this screw right here. Carefully remove this tube. There are 3 notch holes here, 2 holes for the air, 1 hole for the centering device. There is not one on this side. This side will go back to here when you go to install it. That sets off to the side. Now you will unscrew your shroud. Pull it off, set it off to the side. Now, using a 3mm Allen wrench, you're going to take out these 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on a minute. We're going to get a little bit more torque on that. Okay, now let's go ahead and spin these out. Once you get these screws loosened, remove them, set them off to the side. Take the last screw, turn around, pull this up, set that on the face. That holds this to where you have some clearance. Using a wide, flat-bladed metal screwdriver, you're going to remove this screw, this cover right here. This is where your valve stem sits. Remove that. Remove the spring. If you are removing your valve stem and it's broken, I highly suggest one of these. This is what you use to remove screws. It's a little grabber. You can get them at computer repair stores, you can get them online, Wish, and places like that. But you would use it to remove computer chips or to reach in small areas and get something out of a hole. Like I said, use this, you reach inside, pull your broken stem out, and you put your new stem back in. My personal preference is take the new stem, give it a little bit of silicone lube, a little bit of silicone lube up here. Make sure it is 100% pure silicone. You do not want to use anything that can ignite under pressure. So let's start that, install that in place. Now you're going to take your spring and you're going to set that on top of it. You're going to take this, and I'm going to put a little bit of silicone oil on the O-ring that goes around this right here. My personal preference, you don't have to do so, but I like to lube them lube the O-rings whenever I'm starting things back in, just to kind of help prevent leaks. Now that that is started, we will run it down. My screwdriver blade fell off. It's supposed to be magnetized, but apparently it did not like the magnetic attraction, or it lacked the magnetic attraction. Alright, run this down. Snug it up. You don't really have to torque it really tight. Snug is good enough. Remove this screw, let that back down, and we're going to put these 4 screws back in. Oops, not good. I am fumble fingers tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take and spin those down. Excuse me. Let's take an Allen wrench and let's torque these down. There again, doesn't have to be torqued extremely tight, just snug will do. Remember, you are putting a steel screw into aluminum. You do not want to strip those threads out. Okay, let's set this down. Take our shock oil. This I'm using RC shock oil. It's 100% pure silicone. Let's lube that up a little bit. Let's orient this in the correct direction. Very carefully push that back into place. Make sure it seats. Let's grab our 4mm Allen screw. I'm making sure that is lined up cleanly straight in that hole. There we go. Take our gauge, let's thread that back in. Don't tighten it so much that you crack it, but you do want it snug on that nylon post. Let's cock it and see what we got. Cool. Now, let's put some air in it and let's see what we got. You do want, before you fill it with air, I would suggest cocking it and placing it on safe. Be right back. Okay, we now have it filled up. I'm going to remove my fill probe. Set off to the side. We currently have 200 bar in here. So basically 3,000 psi. I do not hear any leaks. I just wanted to put enough in it just to test to see where we're at. So it is cocked. It is on safe at the moment. I am going to put my shroud back on because the semi-auto does not work without the shroud. Oh, weapon is empty. There is no pellets in it. It is pointed in a safe direction. What do we have? Guess what? It's alive! Alive! Living to shoot another day. Again, thank you for tuning in to 45 Bravo Air Guns. My name's Ian McKee. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.